Home of Rugby League. Dial *515# to subscribe.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, aid program making a difference, ELC PNG continue with eviction, and Yamano Cup scout potential players. After his departure from PNG, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese spoke to the Australian media of his visit to PNG and if there are any changes to Australia's aid program. He emphasized on improving healthcare and education.
Australia Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, after leaving Papua New Guinea, addressed Australian media about the country's aid program to PNG. He mentioned this while attending the launch of a $70 million investment in a hydrogen hub in Townsville. PM Albanese said he was able to see how the Australian aid program has supported education and health, including supporting many young women to become doctors and making a difference to healthcare in Papua New Guinea. He said this is why Australia has a national interest, as well as one of helping its friends and neighbours in making sure that healthcare is brought up to the best possible position in places like PNG. The Australian PM emphasised that the international aid program is lifting the living standards of people in the region. Salome Vincent, TVWAN News.
Prime Minister James Marape has thanked Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese for visiting the tomb of Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare at Krea Heights in Wewak last Friday. Marape was most thankful to chiefs of Krea Village for welcoming PM Albanese on their traditional land to the home of the Somare family and the people of East Sepik.
Prime Minister and Pangu Party leader James Marape accompanied Australian Prime Minister and Labour Party leader Anthony Albanese to visit the burial site of late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare. PM Albanese was welcomed by late Sir Michael's family, including his grandchildren. A traditional cleansing ceremony was conducted by the chiefs of Krea Village, who are traditional landowners in Wewak. A coconut was split in two and its juice poured over the ground on which the visitors walked over to lay their
welcome
wreaths.
You and give you the privilege to walk in. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
PM Albanese also planted a coconut to signify his visit and then signed the visitors' book. It was also special in that at the time of independence, the Australian Labour Party was in government in Australia, while the Pangu Party, led by late Sir Michael, formed government.
As it was Gulf Whitlam and the late father of our nation, late Somare, in 1970s, they saw what many didn't see, the need for this country to move on and to work and grow side by side with Australia. And I'm happy in as far as Papua New Guinea is concerned, in as far as Papua New Guinea is concerned. The fact that he is timeless is able to allow us to come and still pay him respect when he's in rest.
Marape said this bond will not be easily broken. Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape told Parliament recently that PNG shall prosper its national development agendas with Australia so that it becomes better, stronger and safer in all senses, especially the economic independence drive of its present generation. It was said during his response to address Australia, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, in Thursday's Parliament.
As it was Australia Labour Party and Whitlam in 1973 to 1975 that allowed the PNG, Pangu Party and Somare drive into political independence, so must it be Australia Labour Party and Albanese of 2023 to assist PNG, Pangu Party and the generation of leaders to drive PNG into the economic independence. Prime Minister James Marape told Parliament that a nation claiming political independence without economic strength is a weak nation. And in that focus for economic gain, he added that PNG and Australia are operating under the Comprehensive Strategic and Economic Partnership Agreement his government signed with the then Morrison government in 2020.
Today's coming of Prime Minister Albanese as a touch of bettering the heights we have reached with Australia in the last 3 years. An economically independent Papua New Guinea is a better, stronger, safer Papua New Guinea. A better, stronger, safer PNG is a better, stronger, safer Australia and the Indo-Pacific region. One cannot talk about Indo-Pacific without progressing the Papua New Guinea agenda, because we are right in the heart and the center of this confluence.
Marape stressed that in order for PNG to participate in a safer Indo-Pacific region, PNG herself must be a strong economic nation. He said a key economic strategy PNG will focus on is ramping up trade, business free flow of PNG exports and our people to Australia.
Australia is not just our bilateral partner, but a parent nation to us, for you birthed us in 1975. And since then, PNG is littered with so many inputs and imprints, assistance like aids and grants, infrastructure development, your latest budget support to my government, the credit finance accessing, and of course, importantly, the human resource development, your foreign direct investments to Papua New Guinea, and lastly but not the least, many of our Christian churches that continue to find support.
Freddie Moe, TV1 News.
Minister for International Trade and Investment Richard Maru has welcomed the Australian government's commitment to work with Papua New Guinea on the development of special economic zones. Maru, in his meeting today with the Australian High Commissioner to PNG John Philp, said that he wanted to particularly work with the Australian government and investors in the Manu Special Economic Region and the Western Province SEZ. Minister Maru also said that he wanted to work with the Australian government and investors to look into the development of feed industry, cotton industry, cattle industry and the chicken industry of PNG. He also requested the Australian government to help PNG fund the development of hybrid electricity systems, especially solar farms, mainly at areas that were using expensive diesel generators, especially in provinces like Manus, New Island and East and West Sepik provinces. Carbon credit was one of the areas that Australia could help PNG with as well. This is TV1 News. Among stories after the break, Malahang eviction continues and 30 million kina for freight subsidy.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSB Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSB branch to register now. BSB Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Open Banks.
Smile o'clock. It's smile o'clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. Did you have a nice day?
Real good.
Hanging out
in the neighborhood.
Had some dinner, now it's time to relax. Put on some PJs after taking a bath. Wanna read a story, but look, it's smile o'clock. Gotta brush our teeth.
Time o'clock.
Before it gets late,
yeah, all of us.
Everybody's happy when we brush.
It's smile
o'clock. Smile o'clock. Time o'clock. So brush.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager. Bungum Yumi. Cheers to 70 years.
Video marketing is the latest trend in today's world. We at Trend Media have the expertise and unrivaled multimedia platforms to take your messages to the next level. Our TVWAN platform gets the most audiences from Filipino dramas, popular sports telecasts, and up-to-date live news. Advertise on Digicel TV and TVWAN to bring your messages to the center stage. For more information, contact Trend Media today.
Unlock infinite possibilities with a back-to-school scholarship from Digicel. That's right, you could win one of 5 scholarships valued at 3,500 kina. Simply top up 5 kina or more or buy a 4G LTE smartphone for your chance to win. So hurry, visit your Digicel store today and top up 5 kina or more or buy a smartphone to win one of 5 3,500 kina back-to-school scholarships to secure your future. Only with Digicel, better together.
Welcome back. Prime Minister James Marape has called on public servants to serve the government passionately and wholeheartedly during the funeral service of late Dr. Alphonse Gelu, who was Secretary for the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs before his untimely death. In his tribute, the Prime Minister described late Dr. Gelu as a public servant who served with distinction. Marape said Dr. Gelu was a selfless man who had the knowledge and know-how of politics. Secretary for Justice Dr. Eric Kwa also paid tribute to the late Secretary for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs. Dr. Kwa called him a greater thinker and an excellent academia in the country. From humble beginnings to reaching the pinnacle of his career, Dr. Kwa said late Dr. Gelu was a man to go to in terms of political advice. Dr. Gelu's body will leave for Hoskins tomorrow. He was officially farewelled in a funeral service at the Reverend Sioni Kami Memorial Church in Port Moresby today. A number of government dignitaries and distinguished guests were in attendance. The Evangelical Lutheran Church of PNG conducted its second and final phase of eviction at Malahang Lay on Saturday, January the 14th. The first phase was conducted on Sunday, December the 18th, 2022, where 2 foreign shops were forcefully removed to signal to the settlers that the church was determined to clear portion 354 for development.
Portion 354 at Malahang Inlay is currently being cleared out by the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Papua New Guinea following a national court order dated March 25, 2022. The first phase of eviction was conducted on December 18 last year after an 8-month grace period extended by the court and church lapsed. 2 foreign-owned shops were pulled down to show stubborn settlers that the church was determined to clear the land. ELC PNG General Secretary Bernard Kaisom said they halted the process during the Christmas period to give more time to settlers to pull down their structures as well as observe the festive period. On Saturday, January 14th, the second and final eviction process resumed.
What's happening now is the actual eviction. But you got some only thing of some there's another chances stop yet, because during this time last year the defendant we gonna seeking Supreme Court application for stay from the Supreme Court, which the Supreme Court refused. So that was cleared. So now what display making only stop yet. So after that, now after the 2 weeks, it come up now, and this is started now. So whatever that is still remain standing or upright, so we are doing everything in a good way.
The principal defendant in the case is a local who was allegedly selling land to outsiders, land that Justice Paulus Doa ruled on March 25, 2022 as belonging to the Evangelical Lutheran Church of PNG. Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
The Department of Agriculture and Livestock today announced the price and freight subsidy program to give more to the people. Minister Ayer Tambua said the government is now focused on improving commodities. In an effort to help farmers, a price subsidy and freight subsidy program was launched today by the Department of Agriculture and Livestock. Minister for Agriculture Ayer Tambua said the government is now focused on improving individual commodities to give more to the people.
The government's aim is to make sure that our people in the village have money in their pocket. We want to give more to the people on the ground, the people who are toiling the land. So the basic idea now is we want to buy more from the farmers. We encourage them to plant more coconut trees.
For freight subsidy alone, the government will give 30 million kina.
I have 3 checks actually. One is for coconut industry, one is for PNG cocoa, and the other one is for coffee industry. So the check for coffee industry is 1.5 million, for cocoa is 1 million. This is checks now presentation will officially kickstart the launching of the price subsidy program and the freight subsidy program for all our farmers in cocoa and copra and coffee now.
He said the government has given money to subsidize for all commodities and freight subsidy and aims to also increase livestock in the country. So far, the country only has 2,000 cattle owned by the government. Minister Tambua said the country needs 70,000 cattle per annum to meet the demand. Drivers driving along the North Coast Road in Medang are being reminded to drive with care. Police officers from Taladig and other traveling public confirmed that the road section past Dailo Plantation and before Sarang Village has been washed away by sea. Almost half of the road was eroded. Taladig police said the issue is an ongoing one and authorities are well aware of it. Commuter Marcus Kachau told this newsroom that the road section is almost gone and it is dangerous, especially for drivers who may not be concentrating or worse, drunk drivers. Mr. Kachau has called on the Department of Works and Highways to make an inspection and maintain the road. Another concerning matter is the Dailop Bridge, which bears cracks. It should also be looked at and fixed also. You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hey viewers, got a red dish on your roof? You can now watch over 80 channels of exclusive NRL State of Origin, Filipino and Indian drama series, local, international, live news and sports, plus some great international channels on Digicel TV. Get a 20-channel plan for as little as 18 kina for the one-day plan, or a little over 2 kina a day if you jump in and buy the whole month at once. Want more? Maybe the 40-channel plan is what you need. Buy now for as little as 23 kina for a one-day plan, or be brave and go for the whole month, and it's around 3 kina a day. Want even more? Take the leap into the unknown and try the 60-channel plan. It's only 30 kina for the one-day plan, or take the big step and purchase the 30-day plan, and it's only 6 kina a day. You want the biggest TV plan in PNG, over 80 channels for as little as 38 kina for the one-day plan, or take the whole month at once, and you can be choosing from over 85 channels with either the Indian or the Filipino channels option as an add-on for less than 10 kina a day. Dial *515# to subscribe now. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
Paying for your PNG air ticket with Cell Money is now possible. Visit the website www.pngair.com.pg to make a booking and select Cell Money as the payment option. You will receive a confirmation email including Cell Money reference number and the amount to pay within 24 hours. Once done, dial *888#, select option 4 Bill Pay, select PNG Air, enter the Cell Money reference number. You will receive a pop-up message asking you to confirm that all your information provided is correct. Enter the Cell Money PIN to confirm the payment. You will receive an email for PNG Air with your ticket details. Call 888 for assistance. Cell Money, a product of Digicel.
Welcome back. Member for Central Bougainville, Father Simon Dumarinu, has encouraged players from Panguna Metal FC to work harder to play in the NSL Conference League. He made these remarks after watching Panguna Mine FC go down heavily to Hekari United 6-0 in the second quarter-final match in Port Moresby. In the first quarter-final, Gulf Komara FC survived to beat Malama Kimbe Eagles FC 3-0 in the extra time and won. Panguna Metal FC was the winner for NGI West NSL Conference, while Kimbe Eagles are the champions of NGI Central. Father Simon congratulated the team for flying the Bougainville flag at the NSL competition. Meantime, the draws for semi-finals are out, where two northern winners play Highlands winners and Ley natives take on Ley City FC at 3 p.m. in the main game at PNG Football Stadium in Port Moresby on Wednesday. The first semi-final match will be a local derby clash between Gulf Komara FC and Hekari United at 12 noon. The inaugural Yamano Cup in Ambunti District, East Sepik Province, has scouted players for its district games later this year. President of Yamano Sports Association, Solomon Aplas, said they have selected players from both men and women's volleyball and soccer. He said those selected have the potential to be scouted for the provincial games and the 2023 PNG Games.
The inaugural Yamano Cup in Ambunti District, Isipik Province, ended successfully with potential soccer and volleyball players scouted for the district games. 36 teams within the Yamano tribe in Ambunti participated in the competition. 20 teams in men's soccer and 16 teams for women's volleyball. The competition took place between 5th and 12th January. The games were played at the Kumbawe Sports Grounds. President of Yamano Sports Association, Solomon Apla, said the games ended on a high note with potential players selected to participate in the district games this September. He said the selected players will make up the soccer and volleyball teams respectively to represent Zone 9 in the district games. Meanwhile, original Baku squad and Wangai Sisters are winners in the Yamano Cup tournament. Aplas thanks sponsors Digicel, PNG Limited and the East Sepik Provincial Government for supporting this year's competition. He has indicated that the tournament will be a yearly event. Salome Vincent, TVWAN Sports.
And that ends another edition of TVWAN News. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water. cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.